Hello again, everybody. This is Arceus. I'm here to bring you another battle. I don't know if you know, but I was recently on a trip, and that's why I haven't uploaded in such a long time. But anyway, the last battle with, well, actually, that wasn't on the trip. That was before the trip. But this was on my trip. I battled the Pokebros 2008 again a couple times, but I had already uploaded one battle video with him, so I decided to keep this one instead. And this is against guy's name. His name's Gua. Yes, his name's Gua. And so anyway, he was another person on the trip with me who happened to have a DS and Heart Gold. So anyway, I use my underused team again because that's the only team right now I have that's finished besides Uber's. So anyway, he has a Drifblim lead, and I have a Frostlass lead. And of course, I taunt him, and I really don't know what Drifblim leads are set up to do. But anyway, he uses Shadow Ball. I guess he predicted my taunt, or he just doesn't have any other moves besides attacking options. It's not really designed for a lead. But anyway, he uses Shadow Ball, and I hang on by 20 hit points. And my special defense falls, which really doesn't matter now. But anyway, I used Destiny Bond on him, and he was actually sitting right behind me in the bus, and I heard him cursing over the DS and behind me in the bus. It was pretty funny. But anyway, he charge beams now. It's really not going to matter. But anyway, if he gets a special attack boost. So anyway, Destiny Bond kicks in, and his Drifblim comes down with my Frostlass. And that was a good thing, because Donphan could have been a counter, but I'm not sure if this thing is carrying an Ice-type move or not. So I wasn't really sure what to do, so I just took it down with Destiny Bond, since unfortunately I got no spikes down, but he had a lot of Levitate Pokemon, so it really wouldn't have mattered anyway. So anyway, I send out my Registeel just to get Stealth Rock down instead, at least. So anyway, he switches into a Magnezone, and I'm holding Shed Shell here, so his Magnet Pole can't work. And I Stealth Rock, of course, because I just need some entry hazards. And it Thunderbolts, and that just don't see why he didn't switch out again. Maybe he's just trying to trap me here now, or I don't know. But this thing is a friggin' special wall. That was a critical hit and stab, and I think he said he was holding a magnet. But anyway, I Earthquake on it, and unfortunately, since one Registeel has a mediocre attack stat and it's not stab, and it's not boosted by any item, it doesn't knock it out, otherwise it would as a 4-time super effective move. And at this point I just switch in my Donphan, and he's sort of confused now how I switched out, but he learned that I had Shed Shell. And I did predict a Thunderbolt from him, which was good, as I am not affected. And luckily here, Mirror Coat doesn't lower, or Mirror Shot doesn't lower my accuracy, and I hit him back with Earthquake. And this is stab, and it's Choice Band boosted, and it's, again, 4-time super effective. And so anyway, that takes down his Magnezone. So now that's 2 of his Pokemon down, and I have 5 left of mine. And so anyway, next he sends out Chimecho, and that was a good choice, as I'm choice locked into Earthquake. And of course Stealth Rock doesn't do very much, but still it's good to have. And send in Rotom, and it uses Energy Ball, which I wouldn't expect on Chimecho. But it uses Energy Ball on Rotom, which does less than half. And at this point he switches out, and I think my finger slipped right here, and I used Shadow Ball, but it was a good thing my finger slipped here, because, no wait, I was trying to use Shadow Ball, but actually my finger slipped and I used Thunderbolt. That's what happened. And because it would not have affected Porygon Z, as it is a normal type, and Ghost type moves don't affect normal type moves, as you do know. And I am Scarfed here, so even if Porygon Z was wicked fast, which it really isn't that much, and Rotom sort of is, and I'm Scarfed, so I really knew I was going to outspeed this thing and knock out with Thunderbolt. So anyway, this goes down. His Porygon Z didn't even get a chance to attack me, which he's sort of mad now because he's lost half his party. I only lost 1 Pokemon, and that's my lead, and it's designed for suicide. So anyway, he switches back in his Bronzong, at which point I switch into my Melodic, attempting to wall his wall. And he uses Payback, which is typical since Bronzong is slow. It's a good move to have on that set. And it was going to be a Dark type against a Ghost type. which is going to be super effective. Although it's not stab, it would still be pretty powerful and maybe knock it out since Rotom is pretty feral. But anyway, I use Surf now on his Bronzong. It's stab, Surf. It's the best I can do, really, because the other Pokemon I can't really do much to him with. Anyway, it uses Psychic, and I have leftovers. I was originally going to have Flame Orb on this thing and have the leftovers on Registeel, but I decided not to, as the Flame Orb would be reducing my hit points, even if it did grant me a defense boost. But anyway, it uses Psychic, and I Surf again, just to whittle it down. It's not doing as much to me as I am to it. It's just a good thing, even after it got me when I switched in. And so anyway, I Surf to finish this thing off, and that goes down. So he only has 2 Pokemon left now, and he switches in his Chimecho again, which it's again Stealth Rock, which is switched in 3 times now. And I forget about Energy Ball, and I go to use some attack. I don't remember which. I think it was Surf again, or I try to recover. I don't remember. And it gets a crit, and it got me down there. Yes, I surfed, and just Surf there. And when I remembered that it was using Energy Ball, I switch. I'm pretty sure here. I switch. Yeah. And I go into my Rotom again because it's got Shadow Ball, and it uses Energy Ball again, and actually, well, he could have predicted better there. But anyway, I'm really, really good at prediction, and I hang on by 6 hit points, and he gets a crit. And I Shadow Ball on Chimecho, as it's a psychic, part psychic, and it's super effective stab. So yeah. And Chimecho goes down. I'm on with 6 hit points left, and he has Shaman left. And I get a little bit irritated as this because it's borderline. I don't make him flee, or I don't disconnect or anything, but I'm just a little bit ticked off that he does have a borderline Pokemon in an underused battle. I don't think he knew too much about the tiers. I knew he knew what the tiers were, but not too much. Anyway, he uses Psychic on it. But anyway, I was choice locked, so I had to do that. And then Venusaur comes in and just Sludge Bomb to dispose of the Shaman. And so anyway, that was a battle against Gua. Good job, Gua. I liked your, you had pretty good coverage there. The only real problem was you had 3 Steel types, and you're lucky for you I didn't have a Fire type, and you had Shaman too. So you really would have gotten creamed if I have Fire type. 2/3 of your team would have been weak to it. So anyway, but you're lucky I didn't have a Fire type. So anyway, good job, everyone who's watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe for future videos. I'll see you next time.